How you boys doing?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
I think that's in very bad taste.
Alright, man, the first thing that I'm probably going to do in this video is talk about the recent Naruto and Bleach chapters that came out, since I didn't review them at all. So I just talk about those for a hot second, you know, because I didn't talk about them. I didn't get to make a video. I was busy. That's the shittiest excuse ever, but yeah, I really was. I was busy. I was super busy. So I decided that I was going to upload a breakfast hour video and make references to Bleach and Naruto, and also talk about a few other things. Let's just continue, shall we? Alright, so Naruto 621 came out on what was it, Wednesday or Thursday? I can't remember. But it came out, and I didn't review it that day, and I didn't review it the day afterwards, and today is now Saturday, and I'm just now talking about it. I'm not going to go in full detail about it. I thought this chapter was pointless. I mean, I really did. I thought it was just kind of pointless, I'm not even going to lie. The only good thing I can take away from that chapter is that Hashirama can whoop Madara's ass. That's the only good thing I can take from it. Other than that, it was completely pointless in a way. I mean, you know, I know that Kishimoto writes stuff on a duality, you know what I'm saying, with the whole parallel thing, to show the similarity between the generations, because history does repeat itself. I know that. But at the same time, it's like, come on, man. Don't really care. We don't really need to see that. Honestly, that whole fight between them could have been erased, and the chapter could have started with the stupid ass flashback that showed them as children. You could have started with that and ended it some other type of way. But I thought this chapter was completely worthless. Other than to display the power that these two had, I thought it was completely pointless. Even the whole thing about them in the past, like, yeah, we're friends, and they were friends in the past and all that type of stuff. It's like, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, so what? You got them two who were friends in the past. You got Kakashi and Obito who were friends in the past. You got Naruto and Sasuke who were friends in the past. You got Orochimaru and fucking Jiraiya who were friends in the past. Don't need it again. We do not need that shit any more time. We don't need to see it. So that is what I thought about Naruto fucking 621. That's what I thought about it. 527 came out, and I like this chapter better than the Naruto chapter. I will say that shit. But I thought that I'm still calling bullshit on her dying. I'm still just not even gonna acknowledge that shit. I'm not even worried about it. I don't even think that she died. Let me say this: if she did die, I will hop on a plane to Japan. First, fuck that. Let's backtrack. If she did die, I will learn Japanese. Learn it to the highest experience. I will learn it to the highest experience. Read, write, speak. I will learn all three of those categories. I would buy a plane ticket to Japan. Not even round trip, just the first available trip there. I would buy a plane ticket. I would ask around, whatever section type Kubo lives in. I would use his real name if that had been the case. Noriaki. Where is Noriaki Kubo? I would ask for him. I would go to his office, and I would go through all of his assistants first. Then I would finally get to him, and I wouldn't put my hands on him. I wouldn't touch him. I would just get a pen and a piece of paper, and I would write "why" with a question mark and an exclamation point, and then put Retsu at the bottom of it, and then I would hand it to him, and I would stare at him in his eyes, like very intently, and then I would just pull my pants down, right? I would just pull my pants down and just start jerking it, but not breaking eye contact the whole time. Just start jerking it, right? Then I would just, whatever he was working on, whatever papers that were there, I would just burst on those. And as he looked in like confused, like as he was confused and bewildered as to what I just did, I would still look at him in his eyes. And I would point to that paper. I would pull my pants up. I would fucking do my belt back up again. And I would jump, and I would just wait at the airport for another plane to come. And I would fly back with a smile on my face, knowing that now he probably won't be fucking up anymore. Because who wants to get nutted on twice? Right, porn stars? But nah, man, for real. Like, in this chapter, man, I thought that if she really did die, that's going to be fucking stupid. But if it serves to give Kenpachi some type of connection with this Shikai, like it kind of did in the manga, you kind of see that his sword talking to him and kind of reaching out towards him and all that type of stuff. If it serves to make him stronger, then I guess that's okay. But at the same time, to dwindle your own numbers, that's a tad bit ridiculous. So I can't really rock with that. You know what I'm saying? I think as a writer myself, I write shit down too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I write stuff too, whether it be poetry or whether it be stories that I've been working on forever. I write stuff down all the time. So when I see stuff like that, especially with Bleach, like Bleach had the potential to probably be one of the best mangas like ever. You know what I'm saying? But because of the constant flaws or what, I'm not even blaming Kubo. I'm not even blaming him for all the type of stuff. 'Cause I know, like, you know, you got these punk ass editors that just come in and just like, oh, you can't do that, and oh, you can't do that. Like what happened with Byakuya. Like, from what I'm reading, he actually did really want to kill him, but the editors were like, no, it's gonna be a backlash. So he just changed it at the last minute to integrate it into like the rest of the story. Slight changes, you know. So you know, I'm not even blaming him, but you know, it's just like, if you really did kill her off just to awaken his Shikai, I mean, well, not awaken his Shikai, it's already awakened, but just to give him a move in Shikai form, that's gonna be stupid. That's gonna be poor writing. And the other part of it, with the shit that happened with Ichigo, I got a small theory about that. I don't know how true this is. I got a small theory about that. Basically, Oyamaya, however the fuck you say his name, the Zanpakuto guy, said that the swords rejected Ichigo. Said they deemed him not worthy, apparently. So he lost, and Renji passed with flying colors. So he's gonna forge Renji a new sword, and he said he's not gonna make one for Ichigo, and you should just go home. And Ichigo's like, no, fuck that. You never said it was a time limit. And you know, Zanpakuto dude's like, well, my patience is going thin, so fuck that, you going home. And he pretty much sends Ichigo home. Like, Ichigo tries to attack him for some odd reason, but he tries to attack him and he sends him home. And well, he sends him through some type of void. I don't know where exactly he's going, but he sends him home in a way. And then, like, to himself, he's like, yeah, they deemed you unworthy, I guess, because this entire time you haven't been using Asuichi. So you need to, like, fucking figure out your roots or whatever before you come back here. Even if it means never come back here, you have to figure out your roots. So it seems as though we may get some shit about Ishin or Masaki. Now, my theory is that it's leaning more towards Masaki and not Ishin right now. Because if Masaki was indeed a Quincy, can't Quincy's manipulate Ryatsu into, like, manifest a weapon, like a spirit weapon? So I'm guessing that Ichigo will have that ability to just make a new sword with his own, well, not with his own Ryatsu, but with the Ryatsu in the atmosphere. He can just reforge Zangetsu. And that's why the Asuichi was like, well, no, he's not worthy, because he can just use the Quincy power that he has. That's the theory that I have. I mean, that's all I got for that. I mean, because that's a bit mysterious to me, you know what I'm saying? So I like this chapter better than the fucking Naruto chapter, you know. So somebody asked me a question on one of my AMVs, the saddest anime deaths or whatever. Somebody asked me a question, and it was like, am I being rude because I don't think that any of the deaths that you put on this list were the saddest? And I'm like, no, it's a matter of opinion. So how can you be rude if your opinion differs from mine? I'm not a fucking Nazi. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how you think you're being rude because you don't agree with the same shit that I put up. I like the fact that you don't agree with it. Hell, I myself have seen sadder deaths since the ones that I put up. You know, so I had to just throw it out there, man. Like, to the person who made that comment, no, you're not being rude. You're not being a hater as you put in that comment. Hell no, you're being a real motherfucker, because you have different opinions than my own. You know, I would rather people have different opinions than my own instead of being a fucking drone or something. You know, have your own opinions, people. Have your own opinions. I say that to the kids all the time in my class. I say, hey, look, motherfuckers. All the time, man. I tell the kids all the time, man, don't fall into the trap of trying to be like everybody else in this class. You don't have to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's one kid in my class, I'm not going to say his name, but for the purposes of this, we're going to call my students, we're going to call them light. For the purposes of the story, we're going to call him light. But it's a kid in the classroom, and he is constantly being made fun of because he actually loves to read romance stories. You know, like the ones that you see in the section where you see like a man and a woman hugging each other. He likes reading those. You know, he loves to read, you know, romance stuff. And because I'm the adult in his classroom, you know, I stop the other kids from trying to talk shit about him. You know, they always talk shit about him, say all this kind of weird stuff to him, and you know, I can tell it's starting to bother that man. You know, so what I did was I came in and I brought my Shakespeare book, the one that has Romeo and Juliet in it. You know, I said, oh yeah, I love this story, man. It's a romance story, even though it's a bit tragic, but I love this story. And then I brought in some anime that I watched. You know, I brought in Tenchi Muyo, brought in Rosario Vampire. All of those are love stories. You know what I'm saying? So I showed them to the kids, and they were like, oh, okay. And now this motherfucker is not being as ostracized anymore because of me, the adult, who actually co-signed his shit. So I'm like, don't fall into the trap of being like everybody else. You don't have to do that shit. You don't have to fall into the trap of being like everybody else. Like, I'm not reviewing One Piece. Most of the YouTube community has some involvement in One Piece. I'm not reviewing it. Not to say that I don't enjoy it. I read it now. I didn't read it a year ago. I read it now. You know, but I'm not falling into the trap of like, I have to be like everybody else on YouTube. I don't have to be like everybody else on YouTube. I think, honestly, there are only maybe 2 other people who do, like, these types of videos. I think Luffy the Dragon Slayer does one, I know for a fact. He does his Saturn vlogs. And I think Tekken 101 just started doing something like this. So, you don't have to fall into the trap of trying to be like everybody else is what I'm trying to say. So, to you, liked kid in my class, I dedicate this part of this video to you. You'll probably never watch it. I hope you don't, because I'm cussing like a motherfucker in this. And you one of my students, so you'll see me in a whole different way. Instead of being Mr. Taylor, you'll just see me as that motherfucker who cussing on YouTube and stuff. So, but I dedicate this part of the video to you, man, because don't fall into the trap, man. You don't got to be like everybody else. You like reading your romance books, go ahead. You know, you're a 12-year-old boy, man. You know, so I'm pretty sure that you're starting to get some of them feelings. You know, you want to know what love is. You know, and nobody can tell you what love is. Some shit that you gotta feel for yourself. You know, so I dedicate this part of the video to you because you, my good sir, are an individual instead of being a sheep that has to be controlled by a master. So I went to Best Buy and I bought me a hard drive, 500 gigabytes, Toshiba. Not gonna lie, before I buy an anime, I usually download it first on the hard drive. Yeah, if I like a series, then I'll order it from like Funimation, or I go to Best Buy and pick it up because before the internet became what it became, I was the victim of having to just constantly buy everything. Well, before DVD came out, I was buying tapes. So, you know, I got a whole box of tapes downstairs, you know. But before that came about, man, I had to actually just buy a title. You know what I'm saying? So if something piqued my interest before I could actually read about it, I would just like, oh, I'm just going to buy that. Shit, and that shit didn't work out at all. Like, I got like Negima. I didn't like it at all. But now I'm stuck with these fucking DVDs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could just throw them in the trash, but that'd be a waste of money. So I just got to constantly just keep them. And I'm just thinking like one day I'll put them in, you know what I'm saying, into the PlayStation or whatever, and just be like, I like it now. But that day has yet to come, so you know. But yeah, I went about that hard drive. Like, I think one thing I just downloaded was what was it? It was It was, Jesus Christ, I know I saw it. Yeah, it was Kaze no Stigma. That's what it was. It was Kaze no Stigma. I thought the series was okay, you know what I'm saying? So it's good enough for me to add to my collection. So I bought that. You know, I bought that shit, so that's cool to do that. But yeah, I mean, I don't give a fuck if you hate me for doing that shit. Yeah, I download them first. So what? Fuck you. I download them first. You know, it's just the type of motherfucker that I am. You know, so suck a dick if you don't like it. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, it's actually plum sake, and yes, that is heat that you see coming from it. It's steam, because you steam the sake, you kind of heat it up first or whatever. But this particular sake is plum. It's a plum sake. Yeah, plum. So it's really, really fruity. It's really, really, really fruity. It actually tastes like apple juice, to be honest with you. And the vapors that come out of here actually taste more like alcohol. So it's almost like I boiled it out. But you still get a little buzz off of it. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty good, actually. It's pretty good. And I also bought this called a growler. Yeah, it's a big jug of like beer. Yeah, it's a big jug of beer. Ain't it like America is such a good country because I'm drinking sake. I ordered a giant thing of beer. I'm smoking on a hookah as we speak, and I'm teaching the children of America. Like, where else could you do that? Where else could you do that? I bought some books from Barnes & Noble. No, not manga. I actually just bought some books. One of them is this book, Candide. See it? It's by Voltaire. It's used. I bought it was I think it was like $1, I think. But it's called Candide. It's by Voltaire. This book is ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculously ridiculous. I mean, like, the Candide is the character in the story or whatever, and this is actually a satirical work by Voltaire, and like Voltaire is making fun of Christians, Muslims, Anabaptists, anybody that you can just think of. He's making fun of them in his book or whatever, because like one of the recurring themes of this story is that all these characters seemingly die and are just like brought back in the next chapter. So it's almost like he's making fun of resurrection. It's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever read in my life. It's kind of funny, but it's like 19th century funny. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you have to be like scholarly to understand the gist and jokes of this type of stuff, because it's actually quite ridiculous. I also bought Hamlet, Shakespeare. It was $4, so that's cool. I'm a big fan of this, actually. Hamlet. I like Hamlet. I like the story though. Story about revenge, you know. That was a good story though, actually. It was tragic. Everybody died, you know. If you haven't read Hamlet, you owe it to yourself to read Hamlet. Whether you read the new translations or the old one. This is the old translation, by the way. This is actually Shakespeare stuff. This is actually his stuff, so you know that's good. I'll read you a bit from it now. Let me go back to the one part for those of you that actually watch Zetsu no Tempest. I can give you the lines that Yoshino quotes quite often. Both of those guys actually quote this quite often, but here we go. The time is out of joint, O cursed spite that ever I was born to set it right. Nay, come, let's go together. That was said by Hamlet. That was said by him to two guards as he found out that his father was actually murdered. So that's that. And I also bought The Tempest by Shakespeare. This one for me was never available, you know, as a single book. It was always in like a collection of shit. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, now I can finally just get this one without having to buy a fucking collection of books and just getting it. Like, that's how I feel about the Edgar Allan Poe stuff, because I wanted to just buy The Pit and the Pendulum itself, but I couldn't because it was only available in the collective works of Edgar Allan Poe. So I had no choice but to just get that. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, I was going through some boxes. Like I said though, man, this is a new place. As you can see, it's a new place. I've only been here since think I moved here. Whatever. I ain't been here that damn long. Suffice to say that. But I was going through some boxes of some other stuff, and lo and behold, look what I find. My old Magic cards. I found my old Magic cards. I remember when I used to have these. I'm looking for my old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That'd be cool too. But yeah, I found my old Magic cards. I have not seen these Magic cards in like ever, man. You know, like, and thing about it is though, man, you know, like, I don't know how often I say this, but I'm 23 years old, you know. And when I bought these cards, man, it was 2001. It was 2001, and I remember that it was 2001 because I bought these and was so happy with these. You know, I just got this whole, you know, deck master collection thing or whatever. I was happy with it, right? And I remember at school they made an announcement saying a thing about 9/11, and I had no idea what the World Trade Centers were. I didn't even know what was going on. I just remember that I had those, you know, so that puts into perspective not only how long ago that was. It's shocking that I still got it, but at the same time how young I was too. So, you know, there's always that shit. So, all right, now on to some other shit. I read that they're making a Hotel Transylvania 2. That should be interesting, I guess. I mean, I liked the first Hotel Transylvania. I thought that shit was hilarious. That was funny. So, there's that. Also, the creator of Kichimuyo actually just released a statement saying that he plans to release manga, I think, or it's either a manga or a light novel series that he hopes to actually put in anime form as soon as it comes out. But he's going to release that, and it's going to detail Tenshi's going to finally make a choice. So if you are a fan, hold on for 1 second. So if you are a fan of Tenchi Muyo, then you will be happy to know that in this series he will make a choice, apparently. Now, I will have to say this, in all of this guy's works, the main male protagonist usually ends up with more than one, if not all the girls in the series who love him. So, there's always that little ass thing that happens in it, you know. That's kind of a cop-out, honestly, you know what I'm saying? Because they did it in Tenchi Muyo GXP. Like in GXP, Sana had Kiriko, Amane, Neiju, and Ryoko Balta, and he ended up not only marrying those 4, but 4 others who just, you know, happened to just be around at the time of his wedding. So, you know, that's kind of a cop-out, but it's like whatever. So apparently in this series that's coming out, Tenchi is going to make a choice. Now, I have seen some pencil drawings, some sketches of certain things, and one of the things that I saw was that Tenchi has a son, and Tenchi's son has like the same hairstyle design as Ryoko and as Ryoko and Washu. The spiky kind of going to one side thing, that's how his hair is. He doesn't have a name as of yet, I don't think, but that's how his hair is, and the expression on his face kind of looks like Ryoko or Washu's. So there's that kind of hint. And also, Ryoko has a daughter. There are not only drawings, but color drawings as well of this. Ryoko has a daughter, and I think the fans have dubbed her Tenko, just, you know, the pseudonym of Tenchi and Ryoko. But she has a daughter, and the daughter's eyes look like Tenchi's. So, you know, I mean, we don't know who he's going to choose. More than likely, it's just going to be all of them, you know. So we're just going to have to wait and see. And then apparently he said that they're all going to move to Jirai. So there's that. He's going to leave Earth and he's going to come to Jirai. I mean, Tenchi would really have no choice but to leave the Earth because he wouldn't age at the same rate. So he would have no choice but to leave and then eventually come back maybe hundreds and hundreds of years later as a whole another person, or he can just say he's a descendant of Tenchi, so he can do that. Also, Code Geass, the Aikido the Exiled. I'm mad as fuck about that. The first episode of that series came out July 2012. Baller. It is awesome. I'm not even gonna lie, it is awesome. It is cool. Aikido is a great fucking character. He is a great fucking character. It's obvious that mentally something's wrong with him, obviously. You know what I'm saying? He is a great fucking character though. He's awesome. But then I looked up Wikipedia first, and I'm always skeptical about what the fuck Wikipedia says. So I go to the Code Geass website, and I translate it, use the Google shit to translate the whole page. And they're talking about the new episode. Now, originally it said that new episodes were supposed to be released every season. The first one got released in the summer. The second one was supposed to be released in the fall, which would have been around, they said, September. Supposed to come out in September. The first one came out in July. The second episode was supposed to come out around in September. The third episode was supposed to come out in the winter, and I think they had that one pegged for February. And then it was going to finally end again in the spring, which would have been June or July. Which would have been like May or something like that. So I was kind of like, okay, that's cool. It's going to be spread out across some months or whatever, but it'll be fine. Now I'm looking it up, and it says that the second episode, I was tripped anyway because, September came and went, no episode, and fucking February, is here now, and we still don't have an episode. So I finally looked it up, and I was kind of like, when is this shit coming out again? So I looked it up, and it was like July of this year. And it's only 4 episodes. So apparently, the creators are going to release an episode each year. What? So you telling me that when this series ends, I'm going to be fucking 4 years older? I'm going to be 4 years old. When this series ends, I'm going to almost be 30. What in the fuck? When I read that, I'm thinking to myself, luckily that fan base is big enough to just to constantly want to see those episodes, so they won't abandon it. But it's like, man, motherfucker, what if we forget? Because you're not releasing a DVD right now. A DVD is not out right now. It's well, maybe it's out of Japan, but here it's not. So I'm like, damn, man, I may forget what happened. Well, luckily for me, I downloaded it, but I may forget what happened. So it's like, why would the creator do something like that? I really didn't understand that. I was kind of like, that's a tad bit fucked up in a way, but I guess it's what they decided to do. So, we have to just go with whatever they want to go with, and we just have to we have to accept that shit, I guess. Let me go back to Tenchi real fast. Apparently, from what I've read, there's a guy who writes fan fiction. I think his name is Rolas Atrades. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, dude, but apparently, now I've read his shit. I read his shit a long time ago, but apparently it's gaining some type of momentum to where AIC and Pioneer have actually been because of a lot of people were sending those guys emails about these stories, and apparently they read the stories and they contacted him to make a series, an alternate Tenchi series based on his work. Then that might just be a rumor, because I saw it in a discussion thread, so it's not like I read it on an official page. It's on a discussion thread, so that may just be a lie. But if they do, I'm fucking watch that, because that guy's series, I'm gonna put a link to the description below. That fucking series that he wrote is awesome. It's called the first one is called Will of the Goddesses. Badass. Everything that he writes, you can tell that not only is he a fan, but he's a brilliant writer as well. That shit is badass. When I first read it all those years ago, I thought that motherfucker worked for AIC or Pioneer or something. I thought he worked with that guy who made Tenchi, because that series that he made, badass. It is badass. It really is. I feel like a fanboy now because I'm talking about his work, but it's actually a very good series. I read it all the time, because I always have wanted that to be the route that the creator took with Tenchi Muyo, but sadly that never happened. So I was driving around the other day, and I pulled over by the police. You know, asked him what the problem was, and he said, "You didn't do anything wrong. I just ran your license plate randomly, and apparently you don't have any insurance." And I said, "Well, no, I have insurance, but I'm not able to print out the insurance card as of now because the system at that insurance place is down. It's down, so I don't have the mode, the means, and whatever. I don't have a way to print it out." "Oh, are you sure about that, sir? Because my computer just said that you don't have insurance at all." I'm like, "Well, no, I'm telling you that I do." I'm telling you that I do have insurance, but I'm not able to print it out. So we go back and forth with this, and he sees a license plate in my car, and he runs that tag as well. He's like, "Whose tag is this?" I said, "It's my mom's tag." "Why is it in your car?" "Because my mom's car got taken away, it got repossessed, and I took the tag off the car and I put it in my car." "Well, why didn't you just put it back on her car?" "Well, sir, she don't have a car, so it's in my car now. We all sharing the same car right now, you know, so when she had to go to work, luckily me and my mom work kind of close together, so I just pick her up from her house, then I just go to work, and I pick her up from her house, take her to work, then I go to work, so it's cool. But yeah, me and this motherfucker going back and forth with this shit. So finally he says, "We'll call your insurance people, or give me the number to your insurance." I don't have that fucking number. I don't have the number to the insurance place. You know, well, you don't have it in your phone. Look it up on your phone. The phone is off, sir. I didn't pay the bill right now. The phone is off. I'm going to do some other shit and pay the bill right now. The phone is off. My brother was in the car with me. He says to my brother, "Use your phone." My brother's like, "My phone is dead." So then this motherfucker gets an attitude. He's like, "Are you guys fucking with me?" And I'm like, "No. Why would we do that shit? I'm not fucking with you at all. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. We're not fucking with you. You know, so, no." So then he says, "Well, what company is it?" It's Velox. VELOX. Look it up yourself. You can pull the shit up on the internet. So he goes on his fucking computer and he tries, and lo and behold, it won't pull up. It won't pull up at all. Server down, error, whatever the fuck it says. It won't pull up. DNC, whatever code, it won't pull up. It won't pull up. So he comes back, "Huh? So it won't pull up." So, "Well, yeah, I told you that. Are you being smart with me?" "No, sir. But I told you that, though. Like, we are in agreement that I told you that." He says, "Well, I'm gonna have to write you a ticket for not having insurance." I said, "But I do have insurance. I have insurance. You know, I just can't show you the card now because I don't have the card. But I do have insurance." "Well, you have insurance, sir, then you can just take this to the court date. You can just take your insurance card to the court date and they'll just drop the case." I'm like, "Well, we can avoid this by you not giving me the ticket because I do have insurance." So before this motherfucker can write me a ticket, I go inside of a bank. I go inside of the place that we pulled over, which happened to be Bank of America. I say, "Excuse me, does anyone in here have a cell phone that I can use right now?" So some dude walks up to me and says, "Here, bro, you can use my cell phone." I says, "Thank you." I grab the phone, call my mom. "Mom," she said, "Yes." I said, "Is there any way that you can pull up Velix.com so I can show this police officer that I have insurance?" She says, "I can give you the number to the customer service place because that's who her insurance is with as well." She said, "I can give you a customer service number, but we don't have the same rep. We don't have the same insurance agent, but I can give you that number." I said, "Any number is fine. Thank you." She gave me the number. I said, "Here, you can talk to this person. My name is Marcus Taylor. Talk to that person." Alright? "My name is Marcus Taylor. Talk to that person." So he's in his car. He's sitting there. Now, mind you now, He's doing all this shit, and for some odd reason, he calls 2 more police officers there. So it's him, and there's 2 police officers in one car, and 2 police officers in the other car. Now, these motherfuckers got me boxed in, because I was parked forward. So there's no way, I mean, the only thing I could have done was drove into the bank. So it's me, police officer here, police officer here, police officer here. We like surrounded on like some fucking training day type of shit. So all this shit now because apparently my you know, I didn't have any insurance. So he does all that shit and he said, oh well yeah, it said that you got, you know, insurance yesterday. I was like, yeah, I did get insurance yesterday, you know. And then he was like, oh okay, well, you know, the system, the computer just said that you didn't have insurance when I ran your tag. And I said, well, out of curiosity, can I ask you, why did you run my tag in the first place? Because you told me that I didn't do anything wrong when you were behind. You just told me that when you got to my car. So why did you run my tag in the first place? And then he says to me, which I didn't know, that we don't have to have probable cause to search for crime. What? I guess that's just the way the ball bounced, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do shit, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that's the way the ball bounced. At the end of the day, he didn't give me a ticket because I do have insurance, and he fucking looked it up. So at the end of the day, he couldn't do shit, you know, other than fucking realize that he wasted mine and his time because he's not gonna make any money off of this. Fuck the police. I hope they never get a raise. I hope that in the upcoming years they actually get a pay slice. You know what I'm saying? They always bitching about they don't have a pay increase and they get paid too little to do the service that they do. But when police actually start being police, because these are the same motherfuckers where they put in the brackets, it's like military personnel. No, you are not a military personnel. I don't give a fuck that you get shot at in the street or some shit like that. Maybe you were being an asshole. Alright? I don't fuck the police. I never give them any respect whatsoever. If I see a police officer, I usually fucking stare them down because I don't like the police. So there's that. Let's move on before I go off on these motherfuckers. Let's move on. The last thing I'm probably gonna talk about is my girlfriend. She's sick, man. Valentine's Day, I took her out. I'm gonna tell y'all what I did first. Let me explain something first. I got this dumbass friend named Darius. I should call this motherfucker so I can just ream his ass real fast, but I got this dumbass friend named Darius. I've mentioned Darius before. I'm gonna have to get him on one of these videos so you can see this motherfucker, but he called me. He said, hey bro, what you doing for your girl on Valentine's Day? I said, I booked a reservation for us at a hookah place. So we can go to this. It's a restaurant. It's called Deviant. It's downtown Atlanta. For those of you that live in Atlanta, you know, it was me and some other people. We all went there together because you have to have a party of however many people. So we all went there together. It's a real nice place. You know, we had some Mediterranean food, you know, and hookahs. You know, it was real cool. But the trick of it was I parked in a little lot first, and I had a horse and carriage take us there. So it's, you know, it was some shit I did. It's something I just came up with. I was like, I'll just see if I can get a horse and carriage take us there, because they do that downtown. You know, they have horse and carriages, just take you wherever you want for a fee, and that's what I did. You know, I made a reservation, and I got the horse and carriage guy. I called the number, I got the horse and carriage guy. We went downtown, whatever. Right. So I tell this motherfucker that's what I'm doing. He tells his girlfriend. She gets on the phone. She just like, oh, that's so sweet. I can't believe you do that. So as soon as she said that, I start feeling this fucking, I don't know what it was, but it was just something just up in here. I just started feeling like, oh man, y'all making me feel weird as fuck about buying this shit from a girl. Man, you just make it, stop with this shit, man. You make me feel weird, right? But just, you know what I'm saying, it's just that whole thing of like, you know, I'm usually not that romantic, and they know me. You know, I've known these cats, you know what I'm saying, since I was in high school. You know, we all went to college together. We all went to high school together. We all went to college together. You know what I'm saying? We all kind of worked right by each other. So it's weird. So, you know, it's just kind of like, you know, y'all don't make me feel. They know I'm not that romantic of a guy. So for me to do something like that, they all just kind of know, you know, they just busting my balls about this shit a little bit, right? What he was, him and his girlfriend were. You know what I'm saying? So I left it at that. Now, he the only one who I told that to because he's the only one who asked me, right? So then, I get a phone call from my friend, BJ. BJ lives right around the corner from me. He's the reason why I moved over here, because he saw this place and he was like, come over here or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of cool. You know, it's far away to where your family don't really want to come and fuck with you, but close enough to being toward the city, and that's what I've been looking for, you know what I'm saying? I don't want my parents just dropping by my house and what the fuck going on, you know? And I was just like, alright, I'll take my brother with me, you know what I'm saying? So me and my brother here or whatever, you know? My brother's actually in school to be a chef. I just had to throw that out there, man. I'm proud of him, man. He's going to school to be a chef, and he's actually working as a line chef right now at a Mexican restaurant, so that's cool. But anyway, get a call from BJ, and he's like, so what's this I hear about a horse and carriage for your girl? And I'm like, what? I'm like, Darius told you that shit? He was like, man, you know Darius gonna tell me this shit. So I'm like, damn, man, why ain't telling me that shit, bro? Fuck. So then I hang up talking to him. I call Darius. But what the fuck you telling people about the horse and carriage? He's like, man, I don't know what he's talking about. I ain't telling nobody. But he the only one who I told that shit to. So I'm like, alright, motherfucker, alright. The next day, I get a call from my cousin. Eric. Eric said, bro, what's this I hear about y'all going downtown on a horse? I'm like, motherfucker, I'm like, Darius told you that shit too? And then, you know, we all laughing about it. I'm like, damn, Darius just talking just mad, he just talking like a motherfucker, right? So then I get another phone call. I have not talked to this dude, Chris Falk. I have not talked to this guy since 2009 when I first went to, like, when I first transferred and went to a different school. That's when I met him. I hadn't talked to him since. I still got his phone number. I just ain't spoke to him since. I got a phone call from this motherfucker. Bruh, you taking your girl downtown on a horse? I fucking lost it. I said, let me call you back. I called Darius, bro, why the fuck are you telling everybody about this horse and carriage shit? And he just kept saying that he had never heard of anybody doing it for their girl before, so he had to tell everybody. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I asked him what he did for his girl. Now, mind you now, he said he had never heard of anybody getting a horse ride for their girl. A horse and carriage. Hold on for a second. He said he had never saw anyone do the horse and carriage shit for their girlfriend. So I said, what are you doing for your girl? This motherfucker signed him and his girlfriend up for a pole dancing class for Valentine's Day. Now, if it's something that I have never heard done before, it was that. I still have never heard nobody doing that shit for their girlfriend before. Signing them up for a fucking pole dancing class. But Valentine's Day was cool, man. I took my girl out. Now, like I said in the beginning, she's sick right now. And she's sick because the weather down here in Georgia is real ropey. I don't know if anybody ever been down here to Atlanta before, but the weather is just sporadic, man. It can be hot one day, it can be cold one day, it can be raining one day. Hell, it may be snowing the next day. The weather is just all over the place. It's real sporadic, you know. So, I tell her, you know, dress warm, you know. She shows up, dress on, thin leggings, small jacket. I'm like, are you sure that's what you want? Man, you can go back to your house and you can get a better coat or some pants or something because it's supposed to get chilly tonight. She said, no, I'm fine, this whatever, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. So we show up to the horse. Well, we walk around Centennial Park first. For those who don't know, Centennial Park is the local park downtown. It's also where the Olympic bombing shit happened or whatever. But we walk in there because they have this they have like these lights and it shoots up water type of stuff. So we walking through that or whatever. It's cool, you know, it's real cozy type of shit, right? And we just walking and talking and just enjoying each other's company. And she looks at the horse like, oh, look at that white horse. It's so pretty. I was like, yeah, it is, man. It's just, it's a real nice horse. She don't know that I rented this guy and his horse, you know what I'm saying, to take us throughout the city or whatever. Right? So she just looking at it, and then she asked the guy if she can pet it, you know what I'm saying. I'm looking at him just like this, whatever. And, she's, petting the horse and all that type of stuff, and then she's just like, oh, it's such a nice horse. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't know that you like horses, man. I hope you like this horse in particular because this is our ride to the restaurant. She looks at me, she's just like, oh my God. And I'm just like, oh, jeez. You know what I'm saying? It just weirded me out for a second, man. It just kind of just like, just weirded me out, man. I don't do shit like this, and it brought it out of me. But, yeah, she didn't dress for the occasion, apparently, and, being a gentleman, I saw her over there. She's still like, oh my God, I can't believe you came here. But she's shaking. She's shaking. So I'm just, being a gentleman, I take off my jacket, my pea coat, and I'm just like, here, put this on. So now I'm sitting there pretending that I'm not cold. I gotta pretend like I'm not cold. Gotta sit there just kind of like this. Just kind of like, yeah. But on the inside, I'm like, fuck. Right? So I just gotta sit there. Just pretend like I'm not cold. So we go to the restaurant, we have all this shit, we eat, we hit the hookahs for a bit, have a really good time. I called her yesterday and she sounded like shit. She sounded like pure shit, man. She was just like, I just can't. I was like, damn, I might well have just kept my jacket on if you were gonna be sick. You gonna get sick anyway, I should have kept my motherfucking jacket on and not been cold in the motherfucking weather, right? But no, I ain't that type of douchebag. I'm gonna do that shit. But yeah, she's sick, so I've been going back and forth from my place to her place, trying to give her some medicine and coax her or whatever. Thing about it though, man, which annoys me, man, she does not drink like liquor. She'll drink like a daiquiri or some shit like that, martini or something. But she won't drink like straight liquor. You know what I'm saying? And that's my remedy for getting rid of a cold. You know what I'm saying? Like I show up to her house. And I had like some Cavassier, and I was like, okay, babe, drink this, it'll be fine. She was like, no, I don't want to drink that. I just take some Theraflu or some shit like that. And I'm just like, Theraflu, that shit don't work. It's just some Jack, baby. That shit'll work. That shit will work, son. This is probably the longest video that I've ever did. The longest breakfast hour video that I've ever done. I like doing these, man. I think I may start doing these more. I just like talking, so that's kind of cool. Even if I'm not talking about anything, it's kind of cool to just talk about stuff and just, bounce my thoughts off of people, man. Because I really don't have too many people to talk to, like, when it comes to personal shit. I mean, I can talk to my brother, but, it's like, I can talk to my parents, but, you don't want to do that shit. You always want a friend, an outside source that you can talk to about, personal shit, and it's not really, I mean, my friends I could, you know what I'm saying, but we all, we men, got that bro code and shit, can't break the man laws. But, I just like talking about stuff like this, man. I like bouncing my ideas off of people and stuff, so that's cool. If you guys want to add me on Facebook, man, just let me know. I put my actual Facebook, like my Facebook, my Marcus Facebook, on the description below. Fan page, description below. Twitter page, description below. I put all that stuff down there, man. If you guys want to add me on Xbox Live, you can do that. If you want to add me on the PlayStation Network, you can do that as well, man. I just want to interact with the YouTube community, though, man. I'm very good at talking shit, so there's that, man. I like to think of myself as being a funny motherfucker, so there's that. You need some laughs in your life. I'm that guy. You want to talk about some anime, you want to talk about some manga, you want to talk about some real shit, man. You want to talk about your girlfriend, like I talked about mine, you can do that shit as well. You want to talk about your children, that's fine. You want to talk about your job, that's cool. Just let me know, man. If you want to talk, we can talk about any fucking thing. You want to talk about sports, we can do that shit too. Talk about fucking football all day, baby. We can do that shit. You want to talk about Atlanta, we can do that shit too. You want to talk about wherever you from, we can do that shit. Just let me know. You know, if you guys got some questions, man, you can put them hoes at the very bottom. I'm getting real relaxed now that I'm talking like how I talk to my friends and shit. But y'all got some questions though, man, you can put them at the bottom of this video, man. You can ask me anything, man, from how much do I weigh to how tall I am to my favorite manga and my favorite anime. You can do that type of stuff, man. This is Vash the Stampede, or Marcus, if you guys want to use my real name, whatever. But this is Vash the Stampede, and I am signing out of the breakfast hour.